This could be the 100-meter race everyone remembers. Sha'Carri Richardson is heading into Silesia with something to prove. But standing in her way are Olympic champion Julian Alfred, world champion Melissa Jefferson, and Jamaican superstar Sha'Carri Richardson. And here's what makes this showdown absolutely crazy. Sha'Carri has already run 10.77 seconds twice this season, her fastest mark in 4 years. Jefferson owns a 10.61 personal best. Alfred is still unbeaten in the 100m this season. And Jackson is back after overcoming her injury struggles. So who takes control when these sprinting giants step onto the track? Is Sha'Carri ready to reclaim the spotlight? Stay with me, because this race has everything. The women's 100 meters in Silesia is about to become one of the biggest sprint showdowns of the 2026 Diamond League season. This isn't simply a race featuring a few familiar names. This is a meeting of champions. Sha'Carri Richardson, Julian Alfred, Melissa Jefferson, Sha'Carri Richardson, Elaine Thompson-Herah, and several other elite sprinters. The official Diamond League announcement described the Silesia field as one that brings together 4 of the top 6 athletes in the world rankings. And with the Diamond League season approaching its final stages, the timing couldn't be more interesting. For Sha'Carri, this is another opportunity to prove that her best sprinting is returning. For Alfred, it's about continuing her incredible 2026 form. For Jefferson, it's about strengthening her position among the world's elite. And for the Jamaican stars, it's about showing that they are ready to dominate the biggest races once again. Sha'Carri Richardson is chasing glory. Let's start with the American superstar. Sha'Carri Richardson has already achieved almost everything a sprinter dreams of. She's a world champion. She's an Olympic medalist. And she's one of the most recognizable names in track and field. But 2026 has given her a different challenge. She's been working her way back toward the incredible form that made her one of the world's most feared sprinters. And now the numbers are becoming very interesting. Richardson has run 10.77 seconds twice in 2026, according to the Wanda Diamond League. That's her fastest time in 4 years. That is a massive sign, because Sha'Carri's personal best is 10.65 seconds, set when she won the 2023 World Championships. So the question is simple. Can she close that gap even further in Silesia? The 10.77 is more important than it looks. Think about the difference between 10.77 and 10.65. It doesn't sound like much, but in elite sprinting, those hundredths can separate a finalist from a champion. A cleaner start, a stronger transition, better relaxation, a perfect finish. Any of those details can change the final result. And Sha'Carri has already demonstrated that the speed is coming back. Her victory at the 2026 U.S. Championships in 10.77 gave her another major confidence boost. Now she gets a chance to test herself against the best. But Melissa Jefferson is waiting. If Sha'Carri wants the win, she has to deal with Melissa Jefferson. And this rivalry has become one of the most fascinating stories in American sprinting. Jefferson is the reigning world champion. She also produced one of the most impressive 100m seasons of 2025. Her personal best is 10.61 seconds, and she has already proven she can perform under enormous pressure. But there's something else. She knows Sha'Carri extremely well. They have competed against each other many times, and that makes every race between them even more intriguing. The Silesia connection. Jefferson has another advantage heading into this race. She already knows how to win in Silesia. In 2025, she won the Silesia 100m in 10.66 seconds, equaling the meeting record. That means she isn't arriving at an unfamiliar environment. She knows the stadium. She knows the atmosphere. And she knows what it feels like to cross the finish line first in this exact race. So if Sha'Carri wants the spotlight, Melissa is going to make her earn it. Now enter Julian Alfred. And then we have Julian Alfred, the Olympic champion, the St. Lucian superstar, and one of the most consistent 100m runners in the world. Alfred won Olympic gold in Paris and also captured the Diamond League 100-meter title in both 2024 and 2025. But 2026 has taken her confidence to another level. According to World Athletics Silesia Preview, Alfred is unbeaten in the 100m this season. That's an incredible record. And it means Sha'Carri and Jefferson aren't simply racing each other. They are trying to stop the Olympic champion. Alfred's big advantage. One of Alfred's biggest strengths is her ability to stay composed. She knows how to handle pressure. She knows how to execute on the biggest stage. And she already knows what it feels like to defeat the world's best. That's why you can't count her out for even 1 second. If Alfred gets a clean start and builds her speed perfectly, she could once again find herself fighting for the win. And remember, she's not chasing her first major title. She's defending a reputation. Final prediction. So who has the advantage? Honestly, this is one of the hardest women's 100-meter races to predict. Julian Alfred has unbeaten 100m form in 2026. Melissa Jefferson is the reigning world champion and last year's Silesia winner. Sha'Carri Richardson has already run 10.77 twice this season. Shericka Jackson is returning to elite form. And Elaine Thompson-Herah brings one of the greatest sprinting resumes ever. So there is no safe prediction. But one thing is certain. The winner will have earned it. Sha'Carri Richardson is chasing glory. But the road to victory runs straight through an Olympic champion, a world champion, and some of the most dangerous sprinters on the planet. One track, 100 meters, and absolutely no room for mistakes. So now it's your turn. Who wins in Silesia? Fire Sha'Carri Richardson? Fire Julian Alfred? Fire Melissa Jefferson? Fire Shericka Jackson? Fire, or could Elaine Thompson-Herah shock everyone? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you love track and field, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're covering every major sprint showdown. The athletes are ready. The rivalry is heating up. And when that gun goes off, anything can happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.